Welcome to Jessica JB Realtor, and we're here today with Zach Carpenter. So, tell us a little bit, Zach, about who you are and what you do for our communities.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, my name is Zach Carpenter. Got Jake from State Farm back here with me today. So I've been in insurance, specifically with State Farm, owning my own office for a little over 5 years now. Been in insurance altogether for going on 10. So we're located in Winston-Salem, right behind Wake Forest University, right off University. And my team and I provide just about any type of insurance you can think of, from auto, home, renter's insurance, rental insurance, life insurance, commercial, business, pet. And we also, through one of State Farm's corporate alliances, can offer mortgages through Rocket Mortgage on the wholesale side in North Carolina. Insurance, we can do North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. So we, make it a point to really develop relationships with our customers. The more we know about our customers, the better job we can do protecting what is important to you. So we really like to build relationships, get to know everybody, on a personal level to make sure that everything is properly covered.
Nice. All right. So tell us, why is the homeowners insurance important?
Yeah, so homeowners insurance is important for a lot of reasons. If you have a mortgage, you're going to be required to have homeowners insurance. Part of that reason is because your mortgage is an asset to the lender, and they want to make sure that their asset is covered. So let's say you have a house fire, house burns to the ground. You don't want to be the one to pay back, your hundreds of thousands of dollars left on your mortgage loan. You want insurance to pay for that. So you're not going to buy a new house with a ton of negative equity. We want to make sure that you're, again, properly covered for the right amount, so that insurance can play that role in helping you recover from the unexpected. There's other reasons, even not total loss, hail damage to a roof is covered under homeowners insurance. A lot of things. Funny example I like to use is if an airplane fell out of the sky and landed on your house, it's covered. Falling objects are covered. So it's crazy. I know each company has their own particular policies and exclusions and things. So it's important to talk with your insurance agent, whether that's State Farm or another company, to make sure you understand your policy and know what you're covered for. Whether you maybe buy some extra coverage or some extra endorsements on your policy. But it's really to help save you from big unexpected costs. Maintenance and wear and tear is not going to be covered on homeowners. Your washing machine just goes out because of old age, that type of stuff. But think direct physical loss, right? So if hail falls and hits your roof, that is a direct, cause and event, and now you have damage. So that's covered.
Right. So that's where the home warranty would come in there. With your washing machine.
Yeah, home warranty is great. Yeah, when my wife and I bought our house, we had one. Luckily, didn't have to use it, but you're exactly right. Home warranty is great, for appliances, your HVAC system, things like that. Yeah, good point.
Are there any specific coverages that you should ask to include?
Yeah, so I would say one of the most important things we discuss is it's called water and sewer backup. I think that's a fairly common term among all insurance carriers, but it is an additional endorsement or coverage that you have to purchase and add to your homeowner's policy. But what that covers, let's say, you have a clog in your toilet. Maybe it's further down the pipes, backs up, and it ruins your floor, and maybe part of the drywall has to be taken out. If that clog happened inside your home, it's going to be covered under your regular homeowners. But if that clog happens out in the yard or the street, maybe part of the city's requirements or even septic related, you're going to need this endorsement to cover those damages. It's really inexpensive. Like, I think if I remember right, the maximum coverage of 25,000, I think it's like $45 a year with State Farm in North Carolina. So really
Okay.
cheap, but adds that extra layer of protection, because you'll never know when you're going to need it.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So, what kind of discounts are typically offered on homeowner insurance policies?
Yeah, great question. So the biggest is going to be bundling your auto and home insurance. So with State Farm on your auto insurance, it saves 15% to have your homeowners with us. But on the other side, your homeowners is going to be 35 to 40% roughly discounted. So in a lot of cases, that might even pay for half a year of your auto insurance, just because of the discount. Some other discounts, like if you have an alarm system, it does need to be monitored. So hooked up where it does call out to the fire department or police.
Okay.
If you have all that, that can be up to another 7%. Claims free. So if you don't have any claims in the last 3 to 5 years, that's usually an extra discount.
Okay.
Another one we have is, even let's say you've been renting for a while and you've had your renter's insurance with us, maybe for your apartment or the home that you're renting. We actually offer like a 10-year credit or a loyal customer. So we would essentially, replace your renter's insurance with your new homeowner's insurance policy. And there's also some credit there. Of course, rate change in deductibles up and down or coverages can also, play with the price a little bit, but we never want to cut on coverage just to save on price. We will always want to make sure that you do have the appropriate coverage. So important to always talk that through and understand that with your insurance company.
Nice. Great. It all sounds really, really nice there. And to be able to go from the renter's insurance and get your benefit there to your homeowner's insurance.
Yeah, I'm all about discounts. So I always make it a big point that we review all those, all the options available to you. So you as the customer can make, the best decision for yourself. Yeah.
So what is a replacement cost coverage, and how does your insurance company calculate that amount?
Yeah, great question. So especially, and Jessica, you probably hear this a lot, with some of your clients as you're getting closer to closing, the lender's requesting certain things. They always ask, is it replacement cost coverage? Is wind and hail included? So replacement cost, I always tell people, when you think of your home value, you think of 3 numbers. The first is the tax value. That's usually the lowest of the 3.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have like fair market value, what you could sell your house on the market for today, usually the middle number. And then third is replacement cost. So this is what insurance looks at, because let's say you got a deal on your house, right? It's probably maybe 60,000 under asking, and that's great, for your mortgage and your mortgage payments. But if that house was to burn down to the ground, we want to make sure on the insurance side that your policy has enough to rebuild your house from the ground up or give you what it was worth at the time of loss. So replacement cost is usually going to be the higher of the 3 numbers, because we want to make sure that if something happens, you get all the money you need, and the only thing you're out of pocket for is your deductible. But yeah, great question.
Nice. So what do you mean by escrow account, and how does that play into homeowners insurance?
Oh yeah, I'm sure you hear this a lot too. So your escrow account usually is going to be set up by the lender. So in your escrow account, it's going to be your homeowner's insurance, your property taxes, and then of course your mortgage payment too. So the escrow account, your lender is going to pay in full annually for your property taxes and your homeowner's insurance, and your monthly mortgage payment is going to include a portion of that broken down over the year. So, I would say 9 times out of 10, when we have a new homeowner's customer, it is in an escrow account. You don't owe us anything to start the policy or get it started. That check is usually cut at closing. to go right into the escrow account, and they pay it annually,
Mhm.
which
Yeah.
is nice because it's one less thing, that you have to worry about.
Absolutely.
But if you don't have homeowners insurance, or there's a lapse in coverage or cancellation, that lender is definitely going to be reaching out to you. So
Oh,
make sure
yes.
you keep that active, because the forced place insurance by the lender is usually a lot less coverage for usually double or triple the price. So easier just to keep it with your insurance company, and even bundled with your auto insurance.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So when should I file a claim?
Yeah, great question. So we never discourage anybody from filing a claim. It's your right as a policyholder to do that. We do like to kind of talk through it with you beforehand, before actually filing the claim. Calling your local agent like me is not any type of official report, but we want to make sure that, one, your damage is over your deductible. We don't want to submit a claim and then it's a $0 paid claim. Could impact eligibility, in the future, just because something happened, whether it was covered or not. But then we also want to make sure that it's covered. We have, some people go and file claims themselves without talking to us first. We had one a few weeks ago. A gentleman's washing machine just died, probably old age or mechanical. That's not covered on homeowners or even renters insurance. That's mechanical wear and tear, age over time. So now he's going to have a $0 paid claim on his file that could impact future eligibility. Or if he called us first, we would have reviewed his coverages and kind of the differences and what you can and can't claim. So we usually say file a claim when it's going to be thousands and thousands of dollars worth of damage. Don't file a claim if it's going to be under your deductible, or really just contact your agent first and discuss, what the issue is, to make sure that, everything goes smoothly, and, you kind of understand the process and what coverages you have.
Right, right. And we can absolutely direct them to the right person, to what's going on, and we can direct them to which service provider they need to contact. A lot of times I know I have had clients that'll just kind of freak out and call everybody.
Right.
They'll call the inspector, they're gonna call the insurance, they're gonna call the warranty, they're gonna call everybody.
Yeah. Well, and
But
I
yeah,
know
absolutely. That's what we're there for.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And even like all these restoration companies around, like Restore Pro, First Aid Restoration, Serve Pro, they will come out, 99% of the time, and they'll do a free evaluation. They know insurance very well and what's going to be covered on claims and what's not, because they deal with that every day too. And so how, if it's, let's say, some water damage, right? Or, I don't know, crazy things. We've had like bees nest in walls before. Wild animals are not covered on homeowners. Anything, if you want to call one of the restoration companies first, have them come take a look, see how much it is, to fix it. It might be surprisingly inexpensive. You could pay out of pocket. Or they could be like, yes, you need to call your insurance company and you need to file a claim. So use your resources. Don't jump the gun on anything.
Right, absolutely. Do you recommend life and disability insurance policies to pay for your mortgage if you were to pass away or become disabled?
Yeah, great question. So whenever we have a customer, even a new customer that is buying a home, we do like to have that conversation with them. Obviously, everybody's situation is different, but it's really important to have something in place where if you or your spouse or partner or loved one was to pass away, that maybe you have a life insurance policy in place that is going to pay off that mortgage. So that's one less bill they have when you're gone. Same thing with disability, at work or your job, it's probably limited to a certain percent and you have to wait a certain amount of time. State Farm's, one of our disability policies, luckily it'll actually stack with what you have at work. So pay in addition to. So, we could use one of those types of policies to help, pay for those mortgage payments and even other bills if something were to happen, because we don't want you in a bad situation. We like to prepare for the worst, hope nothing ever happens. But if something does happen, we've talked, we've had the conversation, we have proper policies, coverage, and insurance in place. So you are taken care of and your family.
Yes. Yes, I know some car loans too, of a certain size, that they may require that disability insurance to make sure
Mhm.
if you are injured or something like that, that your payments would be covered.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So tell me, well, what is your big why? Why did you get into this, and
Yeah.
why do you just keep going?
Well, if you can't tell, I'm a people person. I
Mhm.
love talking to people. I love helping. And some people think of insurance or insurance agent or company as, oh, it's just, auto insurance. I'm required to have it by the state, no big whoop. But
Mhm.
I really enjoy getting to know my customers, having really good conversations, because it's my job to protect you. What I don't want to happen is you call me because something happened and we don't have a policy or coverage in place to take care of it. Or, that extra, $15 a month for a life insurance policy was too much at the time.
Mhm.
And now there's nothing in place. So we want
Yep.
to have those conversations with everybody. My why is helping people. That's what I love to do. And it is not a burden for me to sit down with anybody, customers or not, to talk with you, figure out what's important to you and how we can properly, protect you and your family. So that's why I do it. I love it. It's not just a job for me. It is
Right.
fun.
Right. It's building long lasting relationships. Like you had said to begin
Yeah.
with, you like to build those relationships
Yeah. And I'm
and
sure
get
it's
the
the
people
same,
know why.
on your side too, right? So
Absolutely.
repeat customers and second homes and building
Absolutely.
those
It's a very
relationships. And
personal thing.
yeah.
Their homes, the assets in general, really, and especially their homes, and if they're living in it, and even investors. I have a lot of,
Mhm.
especially now, family investors.
Yeah.
And it really means a lot to them, and it's a family thing. And
Yeah.
in most cases, it does mean a lot. And some people, it's some of the largest transactions that they ever do in their lives.
Right.
So absolutely, absolutely important. So remind me again what areas it is that you serve, which states you
Yeah.
can.
So for insurance, anywhere in North Carolina, South Carolina, or Virginia, we are multi-state licensed.
Mhm.
For mortgages with Rocket Mortgage, just North Carolina.
Okay.
But if we can refer out of state to somebody who can help you if need be. But we are local here in Winston-Salem, right behind Wake Forest. So good central location in the city. Feel
Mhm.
free to stop by or give us a call. You can find us online at localagentzack.com or just searching Zach Carpenter State Farm on Google. So I'd love to talk with you and your family and see how we can help you.
All right. Well, thank you. I do appreciate you being here today and sharing that with us today, and looking forward to working with you in the future. And
Yeah,
yeah.
perfect.
It,
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I think this was great. Hopefully the both of us are, helping people watching this video and, giving them some things to think about too.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I will be sure to include all of your information, how to get in touch with you, and websites and all of that. All of your information will be in the description of this video and shared everywhere that the video is shared, which will be in all over the socials. I believe
Perfect.
from YouTube, it's pretty easy to share from there to
Right.
the LinkedIn, Facebook, and Pinterest even. I'm sharing them there as
Awesome.
well. So,
Great. Well,
so
when
it's
I
there.
see it, we'll make sure to share it on our pages and tag you in it too.
All right, sounds good.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for your time. I hope you have a great evening and enjoy the rest of your week.
And you're very welcome, and you as well.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. Bye bye.